West Star kicks clear and West Star home. Fabulous first up win by this 3-year-old.
Jack Lee-Steere thoroughbreds have rolled the dice and selected the only 3-year-old in the Kia Quokka for 2025, taking the Belgravia Stakes winner West Star after he won his way into the field. Ethan Perry joins me now. Ethan, he put the slot holders on notice with a big first up victory.
That's right, Jake. West Star, he wasn't initially on Lee-Steere's radar, but after some other negotiations fell through, Simon Miller's 3-year-old just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, it's hard to ignore that first up victory, with connections plotting a different course to the $5 million feature, though his racing and sports ratings stack up, particularly against some other 3-year-old contenders we've seen in the Quokka in history.
Yeah, Jake, as we look at the graphic, after 6 starts, we see he's rated 109 with the racing and sports off that first up victory, and that's with stacks of upside behind him as well. The fact he's run that new peak first up suggests that he can probably go to another level with further racing. And just taking a look at the graphic, we see where he stacks up against other notable 3-year-olds who have contested the race. We see Amelia's Jewel and Oscar's Fortune as the standouts there. West Star sits nicely there in between Super Smink and Ripcord. That feels about right, Jake.
Yeah, I think so, Ethan. We've been talking about that there's a group of horses all rated around the same mark with racing and sports behind the likes of Overpass and Headwall. We've also touched on the changing of the guard in the sprinting ranks here in Australia. West Star seems to fit in nicely as a bit of an up-and-coming type heading into the Kia Quokka, who can make a bit of a statement with the bold performance in the $5 million feature as we look at his first up win there at Ascot.
And Jake, while he's only rated 109 like we said, the likes of Oscar's Fortune and Amelia's Jewel were ahead of him at the same time, but they had the chance to run those high ratings in those races such as the Roma Cup and the Whittam's Bottom Stakes as 3-year-olds. West Star got hurt following that Belgravia Stakes win, and he was forced back to the paddock straight after that. While this race here, as we're looking at, was only a ratings race, he won with plenty up his sleeve here, and this could be the first opportunity he really gets to run a big rating in a race like this, and it's pretty exciting.
Fabulous first up win by this 3-year-old. Goes home to win it well from the stablemate.
So we've mentioned how he lines up historically, Ethan, but where does West Star fit into the Kia Quokka for 2025? Could he stamp himself as the next big thing in the WA sprinting ranks?
Well, it's a tough one, Jake. I think at the moment the market's probably got him right off what we've seen from West Star so far, but I think the value in his price lies in what we haven't seen, and that can create plenty of interest. I can see on April 26 when that rolls around, he could quite possibly be the trendy tip getting passed around.
Well, that's exciting for the Belgravia Stakes winner West Star, who's been selected by Jack Lee-Steere thoroughbreds to run in their slot for the Kia Quokka on April 26. Make sure you head to Racing WA 7+ and the Racing and Sports social media channels for all your runner profiles for the Kia Quokka on April 26.
West Star kicks clear and West Star home. Fabulous first up win by this 3-year-old.